I want to talk about Canada, its most popular cities of Toronto and Vancouver, and the possibilities of studying and receiving scholarships there. For that, I want to draw your attention to ILAC, the International Language Academy of Canada. It is one of the largest and most renowned schools of the English language in Canada. Founded in 1997 with 6 boutique campuses located in Toronto and Vancouver. About 20,000 students of more than 100 different nationalities are trained every year in ILAC. The school received more than 25 awards for high-quality programs and excellent service. The students themselves know the comfort they feel when being in the school. In addition to the classrooms, it has modern recreation areas with paintings of famous personalities on the walls, like the large Marilyn Monroe portrait made of Rubik's cubes, or Mona Lisa made of threads in a bicycle wheel. Classroom doors have photos of former students whose faces are decorated with drawings with the flags of their countries. One of the photos is of our client. The student lounge spaces are beautiful, they're called boutique style for a reason. There are also places for various school events and presentations. There is also an information desk where you can ask pertinent questions or seek help from staff. The employees, by the way, speak different languages, including Russian. The campus in Toronto is located in Very Center, and students are always within walking distance of local attractions, including the Royal Ontario Museum, the Hockey Hall of Fame, and the Neo-Gothic Castle Casaloma. The Ontario Museum is the 5th largest museum in North America and the largest Canadian cultural and natural historical museum. The museum has more than 40 galleries and exhibits more than 6 million items. The museum is famous for its dinosaur collection, as well as Middle Eastern, African, and East Asian art. The Hockey Hall of Fame in Toronto is considered a must-visit, regardless of whether you're a tourist or a student, or even a local resident. After all, hockey is Canada's brand. The Hall of Fame has a list of players who have contributed to the sport, including some Russian surnames. The architecturally modern Toronto downtown is a place where you least expect to find a neo-Gothic medieval castle standing right against the background of skyscrapers. Casaloma is the former residence of one of Canada's millionaires, Henry Pellet. Pellet made his fortune by investing in the country's hydropower and railroad transportation. In 1914, a mansion was built on his order, the project of the architect Edward Lennox. The mansion has 3 floors and 98 rooms. However, 9 years after its construction, Henry was forced to sell it due to financial problems. As a result, the mansion was turned into a hotel, then a nightclub, and then a bar. During the Second World War, it was used as a secret submarine surveillance laboratory. The castle looks so fabulous that it became a set for several films, for example, blockbusters like X-Men and the Chicago musical. Of course, as in any large city, its center is full of restaurants, cafes, different shops, where students can not only eat and relax, but also find a job while studying. The school accepts students who are studying English, including those who plan to pass IELTS or enter English-speaking universities. The classes are small, no more than 12 to 14 people. The tables are arranged so that students face each other to gain confidence in speaking English and connect with people. The IELTS exam can be passed right at the school, which helps students feel more comfortable since they're in familiar classroom in a familiar atmosphere. The school works with 70 higher education institutions in Canada, which makes it possible for ILAC students to continue their studies at the partner universities without passing the language exam. Among the partner universities are the New York University, Douglas College, Columbia University, and many others. Graduates have the opportunity to continue postgraduate education in Canada. And this is not for everyone, but if one is interested in scientific research and wants to devote their life to science, they can apply for post-secondary education. Since January 2021, Georgian College has opened a new campus in the center of Toronto thanks to partnership with ILAC. Georgian at ILAC provides a unique opportunity to study in one of the most beautiful places in the center of Toronto. If you plan to receive a higher or post-higher education in Canada, here are some of the most popular subjects among foreign students that can be studied at ILAC. Business, Global Business Management, Human Resource Management, Project Management. Among the new programs are Business Management and Marketing Management. Let's look into each of the programs in detail. At business, students acquire fundamentals on the basics of a business, economics, accounting, marketing, and human resources. Graduates can be employed at banks, financial trust, and insurance companies, tech companies, state ministries and departments, manufacturers of consumer and industrial goods, wholesale and retail companies, private business and non-profit organizations. Global Business Management is a program designed to train students for marketing, research, sales, project management, information management, as well as work in supply chain management and finance. Graduates can work in all business industries both within the country and abroad. Graduates can also use their entrepreneurial skills to open their own business or work as consultants. Human Resource Management program offers students an additional semester of co-op or internships. The internship is paid and gives students a real-world experience in the industry. At this program's graduates will have all the necessary HR management skills for Canadian and international private and state-owned organizations. Graduates will be prepared to work in production, retail, banking, and other financial institutions, medical institutions, government agencies, consulting firms in the field of human resources, education, and small businesses. The project management program covers technical matters, aspects of leadership, business, and strategic planning. This program will be attractive for people who are engaged in or seek to take leadership positions in various industries, including business, medicine, services, and various tech areas. Where do students live? Housing options are either students' residences or English-speaking homestay families. Training at school is not limited to just classes. Students have access to various social and educational events throughout the year, including local tours, music concerts, festivals, various major sports competitions, and other activities. How can you get a scholarship? There are many opportunities at ILAC. The first is the 12-week free ILAC KISS Pathway program. It is open for students who start studying in January or May. The second option is a scholarship of 5,000 to 10,000 Canadian dollars, which also applies to students who start in January or May as of 2022. Follow the link in the description to learn about all the current requirements for getting a scholarship. Do not forget that any foreign student must receive a student visa, not a tourist visa, not an entrepreneurial visa, not any other type. This is a complex process that includes receiving a letter of confirmation from the university confirming your housing, which you need to find first, as well as your financial state, filling out various forms, and sending a bunch of documents. In order not to make a mistake and safely arrive in Canada, choose the right program, learn all the nuances and details, and the easiest way to do that is to consult professionals for free. This is faster, much easier, and saves you a lot of time, and time is priceless. The link is in the description. Follow to get a lot of helpful information about Georgian at ILAC and about Canada. Ask your questions in the online chat or just call us. Our experts are always happy to help and consult you. Bye.